one of the most important principles is that we have to take the word lightly. Don't take this word seriously. One is very close, one is suffering. We know that this is going to help, but the one who is close is not ready, does not take any initiative, and then what happens? We start worries. Why he is not doing, why she is not doing. This is what the world is. There are two aspects. We always suffer either due to possessions or due to relations. The moment I say it is relations, we always get relative happiness. Relations means what? Relative happiness. What we say, the pleasure, and agrees with me, I'm related to, so therefore, and agrees with me, it means I'm happy. Or I agree with the and, so then I'm happy. So the entire world moves with this. Jennifer says he doesn't listen to me. Why? Because I am his wife, so he should listen to me. That is one aspect. Second aspect is that Philippe does not feel like obeying or following her. Maybe many considerations, maybe a small ego, maybe a headache, maybe a problem. So no one understands their position. So the Master says that minutely we should observe that is the mind crazy after relations, is the mind crazy after possessions. So when the mind starts running after possession and relations, it forgets itself. And the moment you forget yourself, you are bound to suffer. So you have done your duty, you have played your role, that is it. I will also play my role, I will send an email to him. That's all. But if the person is not ready, why should we suffer? See that point. I know he is your son, but ask yourself, son is also a relationship. The individual is independent and free to do, free to choose whatever they like. So one problem comes when the mind forgets that I have some limitations in relationship. Whether it is a spouse, whether it is a son and daughter, whether it is anyone. So when we maintain that awareness that there is a limitation, so let me play my role very well. Let me put my 100% into what I am doing for the cause of building, maintaining the relationship. But I should not get carried away. When I don't get carried away, my mind remains calm. See that? Second, I told you that we have in Edison the couple where they offered me a room to start the yoga practices. They don't have any kids. They don't have any issue. And they are suffering. They earn millions every year, but because they don't have... So what they are looking for? To relate themselves. See that? Relate themselves. Let us accept that. I don't have it. Let us go for it. Let us continue our life. So they try to burden their mind, and that's why they took me to India to spend another $50,000 in the flood hit area. and then there they wanted to dictate whom to give the donation. I said, I have no problem. I said, you decide. You paid for my airfare. So I was very happy inside. Second example, I think that is wonderful. I think you know. What is her name? The German lady, pharmaceutical. She works for pharmaceutical industry. You introduced me. She attended a couple of classes, and then she also received lot of private lessons. Her name is beautiful,
You don't remember the name? Somebody you know from me?
Somebody lives in Princeton, and she is single. She works for pharmaceutical industry. She is very slim, tall.
Oh yes. Oh, I know. What's her name? Wait.
So she had a lot of anxiety issues,
I know.
and she continued coming.
That last name. What's his name?
Yeah, she continued coming, and
Yes,
after 6 months, she told me that, I'm still single, I want to have an issue, and still I don't want to marry. So I said, start thinking about that, why you want to have an issue, why you want to have a kid. And ultimately, she realized that I want to have kids so that I can dictate. Because it's very easy for me to relate to the kids and to dictate.
Oh.
And I said, this is the biggest problem. And at last she realized, and she said, no, I don't want any good. I said, there is one possibility. Why don't you adopt me as a kid? I will follow as it is. I will follow you as your son. So then she realized. So the second problem comes with reference to the possessions. Oh, my phone got out of order and I fall into anxiety, then what should I do? Nothing will happen. My car breaks down, nothing will happen. Come on, cool down, calm down. The gas stove in the kitchen breaks down, nothing will happen, hold on. Be in peace. Why any possession or object can cause me distress? How dare? So when we maintain that awareness, the mind returns and it creates. I don't see any change in the mental state. You helped me in that house which I bought, and then I sold that house. I don't see any change. Rather, I feel more free having that possession of the house. See that? It does not mean whenever we have an opportunity we can have it, but we should not get carried away, neither by the possessions nor by the relations. These are the two greatest factors that contributes to the stress. Oh, come on, I invited you, you are my dear friend, and you did not come for a party. I was constantly calling you. Come on, call a couple of times and then be happy. If they don't understand, leave it. Don't get upset. Because this is going to happen at every moment as long as we live in the world.
Yeah.
This is going to happen. Every day it happens. You did not have any intention, and sometime you miss the email from your friend, and then they say, look at there, even she doesn't respond to the email. Unnecessary. Oh, I'm sorry. Finish. It was just finish it off. So in relations, we have to be very careful using these simple tools. So where lies the problem? See that. The problem lies in my mind. Now go a little deeper. Why the problem lies in my mind? Why I crave, my mind is carried away by the possession and relationship. Because I don't want to look inside me. I find a sense of emptiness, a sense of hollowness. Why? Because I have never found it. I have never discovered it. I'm talking in general, not about you. We have gone a long way. So that hollowness, the moment I look inside, I see the hollowness, my mind runs outside. When it runs outside, it goes after possession and relationship. Then it is frustrated. It returns inside, and that's how this is the world in which we live all the time. Go to the other extreme. Just think of it. It is not that what I'm saying is always true, but when you contemplate and reflect, you will have those conclusions. Now we are running, mind is running outside, and inside is a hollowness. We have never discovered what is the purpose of the life, what is the goal, and at the same time we are running outside, we are utterly unsatisfied with possessions and relations. So at last what happens? A couple came last week, and the husband whispered, I need to talk to you. We both need to talk to you. Whether I should divorce and I should continue the marriage. I said, that's your problem. I'm not an attorney. Go to an attorney. No, we would love to talk to you. We have heard a couple of talks. I said, okay. But I will explain you what is the truth. You have to take your decision. I will not tell you you live or you don't live. That's not my way of guiding people. Oh, no, it's okay. Now see the problem that the mind has over-expectation from the others. And those over-expectations are not met, hence divorce. I continue to submit myself to a person, whatever he or she says, that guy is always pleased. Day before, I think last time you were not there on Saturday. You were there. Yes, Nina was there from the Sweden.
No, I was not there last year.
Last time you were not there.
Yeah, I had gone out.
So Nina was there from Sweden, and so she attended the program, and then she wrote me, I want 10 sessions. I said, send me $1,500, maybe 10% discount.
Yeah.
So then she said that I'm a spiritual guy. I have been finding a teacher. I have been in the field of spirituality for the last 18 years. I said, okay, very good, continue. What it has to do with me? Then she said, no, because I always work on donation. Then why should I work on donation? You work on donation. Why you are relating yourself with me? So simple. So simple. And then she got a reference from another Maria from the Spain. Maria had wrote me a long email. She is very good. She lives on donation. I said, I don't live on donation. Be very clear. Why should I live on donation? I will be hungry, I will die. So now I wrote to Maria that if she thinks that living on donation is becoming a spiritual person, then let her live on donation and let her continue to suffer. At least I ask, people pay or they don't pay, it is clear. It is very clear. So I said, no, I'm not taking any of the sessions. And especially those people who live on donation, they their mind is constantly possessed by an idea that they should receive everything on donation. And then their mind is totally controlled. What is controlled? No, I'm going there, so I will spend $10 or $5 or $20. So your mind is totally obsessed with the idea of the money. When you live on donation, you are possessed with it. You are totally overwhelmed with it. How can you treat the path of spirituality? Your mind thinks of the money, what will happen to me? I told Casey also, I said, this is not the right way to work. Not interested. Better I will choose another profession. But yes, for a couple of sessions, group classes, you can say, for the sake of promotion, it is okay. But if you are asking me that I should devote 2% of the time, because why? Because I am a spiritual person. So go to the gas station, ask the guy that I am a spiritual person, fill the tank. Go to the restaurant, ask them that I am a spiritual person, give me the food. So why I am saying that we distort, the mind has distorted this concept of donation, which has come from the Eastern wisdom. And that's why we all suffer. So going back, finalizing, two things. Always maintain your awareness with reference to the possession, with reference to the relationship. Play your role well and remain detached. Remain detached. Tell Philippe, tell Jennifer, this is my opinion, this is my understanding. I'm not imposing, I'm just conveying it. It may work as a pointer to you. So you may like to think of it. Done. So you are happy and they are happy. Even to the Jack and Vanda.
Okay.
So what happens then? Your mind is clear. You have only played a role. You are not even, your mind is not worried and not concerned. Even if you get worried, nothing is going to change in the life of Philip. See that?
Yeah.
See that? It does not mean that we don't play our role. We do our role the best possible. But we don't allow the mind to get carried away. That is one of the most important principles. So the master says this principle is known as dispassion. Dispassion. And dispassion comes through a constant contemplation and reflection on life. Contemplation and reflection in life over the possessions and relationship. How should I act? How should I talk? How should I communicate? I'm deeply concerned about the person. I was deeply concerned about Casey. They both had differences recently. And Rich, who is the partner, and he called me privately. He said, I want to talk to you. What should I do? I said, why should I tell you? What should you do? But you should change your mind. First thing that you should change your mind. You should not get a hurt from her. And I'm not going to tell her that you met me. Oh, that's really good, that gives me little peace. I said, no, you should be in peace 100%. Now they both are on a vacation in Greece. So I'm hearing a lot of things see that. It does not mean that Casey is close to me, then I should not meet her spouse. Yes, why shouldn't I? If he's asking me. The way you have done you have supported me, so she has also supported me. I said, no, I'm going to meet you. But I will never say that I donate my time. It's a part of the life. Yes, because you respect me, you adore me, you have built up a relationship, I respect it, I'm not going to charge anything. No worries. But it does not mean that, I will go and declare that I donated my time. That's a very crazy concept in America. That's what, I was insisting you to have a suggested donation. So you see that. Donation is donation, there is no suggested. Are you willing? So American marketing system is very good, So we have started writing suggested donation. So I was playing a role. It's okay. Possessions and relations. Once the mind is clear about it, the mind is always happy. And the goal is introduce what is right in the real. I'll give you one example and keep in mind and reflect on it, and then we will do the practice. You see that you look at an object, right? But you look into the mirror. You don't look at the mirror. Is it right? We look into the mirror. And when we look into the mirror, what we see? Our image. Right? Every day in the morning when we brush our teeth, we are looking into the mirror, so we don't brush the teeth of an image. We brush our own teeth and we are looking into the mirror. So here the master gave that example, I think 1600 years ago, and he says, just see that. Even if you are looking your image into the mirror, you refer to yourself, you are aware of yourself. The toothbrush never goes to the mirror and you start brushing the teeth of an image. Never happens. Because I'm aware of myself. And that awareness tells me here is an image and here I am. Clear? So that we have to maintain awareness of ourselves. Mother is an image in the mirror. Son, image in the mirror. Daughter, image in the mirror. See that. I have to maintain awareness of myself, and then the more we contemplate on that aspect, mind becomes very clear, and it is never disturbed. Whether you are with the Philip, or Jennifer, or Jack, or Wanda, Gabriela, anyone, yes, very good. As you start playing the role of a mother when you are with the Jack and the Philip, or Jennifer and one. Gabriel, you are playing a role of a grandmother, and if she doesn't listen, you don't get upset. Let her not listen. No problem. Your mind never says, no, I have done so much for you and you are not listening to me. That is creating a problem. See that will create a lot of problem in our mind. We will suffer, the others will not suffer. So possessions and relations, we have to maintain awareness. How? We have to contemplate and reflect and play our role. When you start playing your role, the mind layers in dispassion. I take care of everyone, 200%. But if the other person is not ready to take care of oneself, what can you do? So that leads to dispassion, and dispassion and right perception are the two main laws, if I say, of meditation. So let us see how we work on this. Close your eyes. We'll go a little deeper. Eyes are closed. And eyes are closed and you're comfortable. So if we live with the right perception, the right knowledge, in the state of dispassion, we live in mindfulness all the time. In the beginning, we will continue our journey from where we have started our practice, so that mind starts rising above. Rising above the possessions and relations. So simple, looking at the neck joint, feeling the sensation, being comfortable and steady. You see, experience of the mind is the sensation, being comfortable and steadiness. Now, introduce a question to your mind. Am I the body? The body came from the parents. I cannot be my body. I'm different than the body because I possess the body. See that? When this idea of clinging to the body drops, the body instantly relaxes. And when we drop the idea that I am the body drops, we become so easy and carefree with reference to the possessions and relationship in the world also. That is why I always ask you to be comfortable. But now keep the deeper insight. Look at the shoulder joints. Feel the sensation. Yes, experience being comfortable. Experience. See that. What you are experiencing. Sensation being comfortable and steadiness. So, where do you feel the sensation? You feel the sensation in the neck joint. You feel comfortable. Again, shoulder joint. Steadiness, again shoulder joint. See that? So, what is the point here? Am I the body? No. You live into that awareness that I am not the body. Starts dropping, the clinging to the possessions and relationship. This is very important. Then the hip joint, feel the sensation, being comfortable and steadiness. In that state, again, you are simply aware. You need not to do anything. Am I aware that I am not the body? So keep looking at the body. Just become aware of the feeling, the sensation, and being comfortable. The entire body is comfortable. So our master speaks of the 6 neighbors. And if we pick up each neighbor with a contemplative meditation, we can settle ourselves into the mindfulness state. Just become aware of the world outside your body. The moment the mind looks at the things and the articles we possess, And if you continue the journey, just maintain that awareness that I possess all this. Within a week, you will discover that we are carried away by some possessions that we don't want to leave. That causes the fear, also the anxiety. Then now come to the body. The second neighbor is the body. Look at the body, feeling the sensation, relaxation and stillness. So first we examine, we observe, we experience, we know the body. Okay? Then look at the right arm, feel the sensation, relaxation, the stillness. Look at the left arm, sensation, relaxation and stillness. Look at the chest and the belly, sensation, relaxation and stillness. Look at the right leg. Experience the sensation, relaxation and stillness. Look at the left leg. Sensation, relaxation and stillness. The entire body, sensation, relaxation and stillness. Now you are aware of the body, you experience the state of the body and let the mind become aware that I am not the body. Simply we have to know it. We have to do nothing. When you say I am not the car, you don't fight with the car, then what will happen? You never say then I cannot drive the car because I am not the car. No. We still use the body. Only in awareness that identification drops. In the body, which is the mind causes a fear of death and old age. And that is how the mind clings to the body and claims I am the body. Let us go to the third neighbor, the breath. The breath goes in and out. What we say, the prana. In that prana, the mind enters and creates hunger and thirst. And then again, it is a fear. Fear and anxiety. So you see that the root cause of our fear, anxiety and anger comes from these 6 challenges. 2 challenges, old age and death at the physical level. Hunger and thirst at the level of the breath. So when we keep looking at the breath, just look at the breath. We have done hundreds of practices. Look at the breath, goes in and out, you feel the sensation of the breath. You start counting the breath goes in one, the breath comes out one, in two, out two, go on counting the breath. And now, stop the counting of the breath. So you see that the world outside, not me, the body, I'm not the body, but I own the body. I should take care of the body. I should repair and maintain the body. But with a constant awareness that I'm not the body, will lead us one day to a higher level of dispassion. Then I'm not the life force, I'm not the breath. Yes, breath happens in the body. Third level, the fourth level is the mind, where we need to slow down the speed of the mind so that we can leave and drop the unwanted thought pattern. So just looking inside the head and being there. Thought comes, let it come. Thought goes, let it go. Thought stays, let it stay. You're simply looking into the space. And now we look and we go behind the mind. It's a very interesting, and I'm revealing it now. Just become aware of the space. I would say majority of the masters have directly or indirectly have asked, their students to maintain awareness of the space. Now just reflect on it for a while and then keep maintaining your awareness on the space. Look at the earth. Where is the earth? We know in a solar system. It has a direction, it has a shape, it has a size, it has a mass. See that. Now where is the water? Yes, we do have a shape, the color, the chemistry of the water. What about fire? Yes, we can say that. We can identify the location, and all the other characteristics. And the air, yes. What about the space? Where is the space? It is everywhere. Now just maintain awareness of the space and ask, is space a thing? The space is not a thing. So why the master says that maintain awareness of the space? Because it leads to a state of nothingness. Any thought comes and you look into the space, a kind of nothingness starts prevailing. And the time will come when this mind will remain inside. And then our natural, our essential nature reveals itself. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your awareness on the right hand, your awareness on the left hand, Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes, open the eyes inside, know your experiences. Bring the hands down.